journey? I'm ready for this space journey. I've got my space jammies on. Hi guys, it's Jody and welcome to the Pigjama party the collab that we have going on here. You've seen some of the artists already. I am so excited to be a part of this super awesome collaboration with all these great artists. And so as you might have seen already, the theme is galaxy art. And it can be, you know, we're going to be seeing a lot of different types of art. And I'm actually going to be doing something kind of out of my wheelhouse. I mean, a little bit in my wheelhouse, but a lot out of my wheelhouse. I wanted to make it fun and interesting. So without further ado, let's go get started on the piece that I'm going to be doing today for this collaboration. All right, this is everything we're going to be using today. I am going to go over it really quickly. I am on a time crunch. So this one is Black Umber Joe Sonia. This is mixed with my Valspar Varathane pouring medium mix. This is This Little Piggy's Aspen Dutch Boy Joe Sonia pouring medium mix. This is, oops, Liquitex Professional, the acrylic gouache. This is Fluorescent Violet, what I've been using recently. Valspar Varathane pouring medium mix. This here is This Little Piggy's Nightfall. And that is Dutch Boy Joe Sonia pouring medium mix. And then this last color here is mixed with the PBO Studio Acrylics Iridescent Blue Black. And then with a little squirt of the Matisse Southern Ocean Blue to get this color. Again, Valspar Varathane pouring medium mix. And then this here is going to be my background color. I have mixed this with the Valspar Varathane, same as I would those colors there. This is the Folk Art Color Shift, the Black Flash. And we're going to actually paint the canvas with this, and you'll see in the next step. So that'll be forthcoming. And then over here, I've got This Little Piggy's Comet. And I have this mixed with the Joe Sonia Gloss Varnish only. And then I've got my cell activator. I'm only using one today, and it's the Atelier Interactive Titanium White, and it's mixed with the Australian Floetrol at 4:1. And then finally, we're going to do a couple of transfer blooms, and we're going to do them kind of strategically, but I needed just a little bit of pillow for those transfer blooms. So we're going to use the PPG Multi Pro. So that's everything that's going to be used for this piece we're going to put together today. So now let's go get started. All right, this here is, I'm actually painting on that background color you saw, the Black Flash, the folk art. I did 3 layers, but I'm only showing 2 here because really you don't need to see every single layer that's put on, but I let each dry overnight. So this was like a 3-day process to just get the background painted. This is actually the 3rd layer that we're doing here. So, and it went pretty quick. Like I said, the folk art was mixed with the Valspar Varathane, and I just wanted to get it on there nice and evenly. So there's that. All right, this has dried really nicely. As you saw in my speed through, I put 3 coats on of that Black Flash that was mixed with the pouring medium, and it's got this, and I don't mind the lines. I'm not worried about lines. This is really going to be a really fun piece, but we're going to put like the stars and kind of the nightscape on, and I'm going to put that there because I want to show you what I have here mixed up. I've actually got, this is Comet, and I just put just a little bit of Joe Sonia varnish, the gloss varnish in here. This is strictly just varnish and the pigment, but that's kind of what Comet looks like. We're going to use this to make the stars. So what I want to do, I've got a toothbrush here, and I wanted to get my camera high enough so I wouldn't flick my phone, but I'm really just going to take the brush here, and I'm just going to start flicking it all over. we're done here. You can kind of see how it's giving that starry effect now. And then you've still got that gold in the background. So we're gonna let this dry and then we'll move on to the next step. So I'll be right back. All right, this is now our next step. This has dried really nicely. And I'm gonna do it this way. Hopefully you can see in there the gold, but you can see the flecks we did with the Comet, and it does have kind of a nice kind of red sparkle to it, but there is still a little bit of white in there, so it does look very galactic. And this next step, I just kind of traced it ever so slightly. We're gonna do this together because I want a bolder kind of silver line, but this is gonna be our next step. What I did to kind of trace this, I just took a small round canvas that I have, and I measured it out so it was equidistance this way and then this way, and I just kind of traced it. I've got a little, what is this? These are acrylic paint markers. This is Artestro. This is just silver. Traced it lightly, and I'm going to kind of go and fix in these marks here, but then I also have a thicker marker that I'm going to use. I like that. That turned out really nicely. And it doesn't have to be even or perfect. I just wanted a silver circle in the middle for what we're going to do next. So the next step, I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll be back to tell you what we're going to do in our next step. All right, I've got a few different palette knives that I'm going to use to pick up and transfer. And we're not going to be spinning, actually. I just have it in my spinner box so that I can control it a little bit better. But, you know, essentially I'm going to do a blooms transfer, but it's just going to be different. It's going to be smaller, you know, and you'll see. We're just going to have fun. All right, now we're going to do the blooms for the bloom transfer. I'm going to do two, just the same, and I'm probably just going to do one on camera. I'll do the other one, or I'll do the other one just really quickly due to time. But I'd rather, like I said before, I'd rather have more than less. I don't know if I'm going to use 1, 1.5, or 2, so we'll see. Had to speed things up to save time, but just laying down the pillow right here on both of those. And then this is the black umber. And I'm just going to do the same on each one. I just need I need enough paint. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be using 1, 1.5, or 2. So, and then that is the aspen that I'm putting on next. And then that is the magenta. I forget the color. What is the color I used? Oh, that's the fluorescent violet. Yeah, that one's next. And then we have this little piggy Nightfall. We're going to put that next on both of them. And then we have the blue black and then the Southern Ocean blue mixture. That's the last color. And then we're putting down the white cell activator, and I'm going to blow out each one separately. I'm going to let these set a little bit more. The middles are still in there, and then we're going to move over to the canvas and we are going to transfer. All right, we're going to start with this guy here. All I'm doing here is I'm picking up, you know, from the boards you saw that we blew out. Anybody that's new to my transfer blooms, I'm just picking up a little bit of paint with the different palette knives you saw earlier in the video, and I'm just kind of strategically placing them how I want to. So enjoy. I'm pretty happy with this. I am super happy with this, actually. I don't think I want to add anything else. I've got a little bit of paint left, but because I really wanted some, you know, the background to show through a lot, and I'm really liking how this is flowing. I'm gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna come back and check it out. I might add a little bit more of the silver ring to kind of enhance it a bit more, and then I might add a little bit of silver coming out. We'll see. We'll reserve that for when this dries. So I'll be back once this is dried, and then we'll go from there. Here it is all done. I only added just a little bit right here. I just kind of fine-tuned that silver, and then added just a little bit of gold, and I just did that off camera, but it went better than I imagined, and you can totally see that gold coming through with the comet in the background as the stars, and just the whole movement. And it gives you some really neat texture with, you know, we just put the paint on top of a dried canvas, and it really made for some really neat texture. And I'm gonna bring it over in the sunlight and show you all the shimmers. but I am definitely going to try this maybe in a different way, not like a space galaxy piece, but I absolutely love this. So let's go check out the shimmer. Yes. You can see the texture more now too as well in the dried paint over the background, but you can also see that gold. You can kind of see the red from the comet as well. This piece, I'm so in love with it. It is so awesome. I've never done anything like this before. I did a little sample piece, but nothing like what I could expect here. All right, let's go check out some orientations now. I think it looks really amazing vertically as well. This way is awesome too. And the final vertical way. So really this piece can go all 4 ways, but I think my favorite orientation is still the first one. I'm gonna flip you around and give you my final thoughts. I'm back in my space place. Oh, this was so much fun to do. I really enjoyed working on this piece and the concept of it. I'm definitely going to try this concept again in something else. But right now we're going to move on to the next artist, which is Kristen and Kayla over at K&K Creates. I'm going to put their link in the description below. It's also going to be linked at the end of this video as well. I think it may automatically take you there, but I'll have the links down below as well. So, and one more thing before I forget, my favorite, this little piggy pigment, is Pinwheel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.